Hi guys. Woohoo! We're here. We're back. We're back on YouTube. Yip yip. Okay. In this Lowe's lesson, I'm going to teach you all about, are you meant to be sending thoughts constantly to your specific person or not? And if you are, what that's going to do. Or if you're not, what that's going to do. Because I know so many of you are actually doing that and you're doing this all wrong. Hi, guys, I'm Loz, and I will teach you all about what you're doing wrong when you're manifesting, because that's what I did when I first started. I was doing a whole lot of wrong shit. I was not accepting that I was the only cause. I was not understanding that everything came from me, even the good and bad. I was trying to constantly create positive things while still creating negative things. And I didn't understand that I was doing it all. And when I finally understood it and I finally changed the things hidden inside my mind that were causing those things, everything changed for me. Now, if you've been inside my free Facebook group or my squad or been on any of my lives where people talk about their success with my teachings, you will understand that when other people buy the pearl, as Neville Goddard would say, when they finally realize and accept that they are creating everything, including the negativity in their life, the negative shit, the bad circumstances, they change their lives, because once they've accepted that they can't blame others, they can't blame their specific person, they can't do anything to change them, and they can only change themselves, which is why I talk only about self-concept, everything will change for them because they finally bought the pearl, accepted that they are causing all, and then they change what they're causing. Now, why am I talking about causing everything when this lesson is meant to be about your specific person? Let's see. Oh, it says something went wrong. Something went wrong. Is this stream working? I can't see the chat. Oh dear. Can you guys see me? I can't see the live chat at all. I hope this is recording. Is it recording? Goodness me. Can you guys hear me? Hang on. It's saying something went wrong on the side here. Oh, well, anyway. I'm assuming this is all working because I can see 42 people are here and 11 likes. So normally there's like 100 people. Maybe you're all coming to join, because I forgot to tell you I was going live. Okay. Let's go to the question that someone wrote. I forgot to tell you guys I was going live. Okay, ready? This is the question. Could you talk about whether distraction has a place in the manifestation process? So I'm assuming they're talking about taking their mind off what they're trying to manifest. We know not to take action in the 3D when it comes to our SPs, but we can get quite caught up in the affirming and visualizing and put our life on hold while we do this work. I'll get back to this in a minute. I'm not telling anyone to put their life on hold. And if you are, you're doing this wrong. If we are to focus on our self-concept, wouldn't taking certain 3D action or distracting ourselves from the SP situation actually be a tool to reduce our resistance? I don't know what resistance this girl is talking about. The only resistance is coming from you. Okay, so maybe she's confused. Embodying our self-concept through doing self-care, spending time with friends we've neglected, doing things we've put off for later, etc. I want you to do all of those things. I'm not telling anyone to sit around maniacally affirming all day. This girl's very confused. Living our life in the 3D as the best version of us now. Yes, that's what you're meant to be doing, darling. If we are constantly sending thoughts to our SP, this is the big red flag moment in this question. If we are constantly sending thoughts to our SP, I'll get back to that in a minute. Would focusing on having fun and enjoying life send out positive feelings, another red flag, I don't teach feelings, about us to our SPs, because we are too busy living in our new self-concept to let the negative old story pop into our heads in the time between affirming the new. Let me be very clear. I am not teaching, and I have never taught since I started my account, for you to sit around all day affirming about your specific person. I have also not taught you to sit around all day affirming. Now, if those of you think that are very new and you're doing that because someone else has taught you that, or you're doing that because you're so concerned about what you're thinking, go ahead and affirm all day your self-concept, not about your specific person, if you really need to. Those of you who've just started consciously manifesting, understanding that you're creating all, might need to really saturate your mind with new thoughts on a consistent basis throughout the day. Yes, some of you may need that when you don't really understand this. Now, I'm contradicting myself. I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying if you just listened to me and understood what I teach, you wouldn't need all that. And if you watch my recent videos like the Awareness Trilogy, or you hear me say to you guys, you're not getting it yet, you're not getting it yet, that's the bit I'm referring to. You're not getting the you don't have to affirm all day about them part. You're not getting the affirming all day about your self-concept isn't the key part. You're not getting that you are God yet. And you haven't embodied that state yet. That's the bit I'm talking about. And those of you who get so upset about me saying you don't get it, that's the bit you haven't got. Because if you did, you wouldn't even be offended by me saying that. You would understand what I mean because you would see so many others in the comments not getting it. And if you got it, you would find those comments like laughable. And you would think, oh, that used to be me. Hopefully one day this girl will have that feeling when she looks back at comments like this. For some reason, this girl's got it in her head that I am teaching you to, and I quote, constantly sending thoughts to your SP is the key, apparently. I have never, in the history of time, told you to do that. Ever. And if you are trying to do that, then you're really not understanding this. Not only has this person clearly not done my Thought Transmission 101 or Thought Transmission in Love course, because if she did, she wouldn't actually be saying sending thoughts to RSP because she would have understood those two courses and understood sending thoughts isn't actually what you're doing. But anyway, that's beside the point. Focusing on having fun, enjoying life, sending out positive feelings. I'm not teaching you to send out positive feelings to them. She's very concerned that sending out things to them is going to hit them. They're going to hear it, accept it, and act upon it. That's not what's happening, guys. Let me just get this very, very clear before I go into this self-care mumbo jumbo that she's going on about, that of course you're meant to be doing. Of course you're meant to be looking after yourself and living your life. The fact that she even thinks that's what I'm not teaching is like blowing my mind. And she's in my squad and it's like making me crazy even reading this comment. I am teaching you to embody the state of the you would be if you had what you wanted. I am not teaching you to send thoughts constantly to others in order to change them or for them to experience a new feeling about you. Let that sink in what I just said. The key to this is not sending anything to somebody else or being a new you outwardly and feeling feelings for them to receive so they then change in your reality. That's not the key. Just notice the difference of what I'm saying. If you think it's like send, the whole question here is about sending things to them, If I focus on me, won't it send things to them? That's the bit she's getting wrong here, the sending part. No. They can only be, their being can only be as you are being. When Neville Goddard talks about embodiment, embodying the state, yes, he's talking about being this person who focuses on themselves, self-care, is doing things for themselves, is living their life now. That's what he's talking about. But whilst doing those things, have you embodied the state of the person who has the thing you want? Have you embodied the state of the person who knows their God? Have you embodied the state of the person who doesn't need to change anything in your 3D because you know it's a direct reflection of you? Have you embodied the state of the person who thinks that your specific person has already transformed to their new being because you are your new being? No, you haven't. Because in your fucking question, you are trying to change them in your question. You're trying to send things to them in your question. You're trying to transform them in your question instead of the entire fucking question being about you transforming yourself. So I can tell from this girl's fucking question that she has not understood what I teach or what Neville teaches at all. You are already that which you want to be, and the fact that you do not believe it is the reason you do not see it. I've totally misquoted Neville there, but guys, you're meant to be embodying the state of the person who has it all already, who thinks they're transformed already, who's in the relationship already. You're not trying to be this person sending things to another in order for them to change and then act. Are you getting this? Some of you who are new are going to be like, what is this bitch on about? I thought I was sending thoughts to my specific person and putting thoughts in their mind, and then they act upon it. Fucking hell. Please go and do my Thought Transmission 101 course. I'll put this on YouTube when it's playing back, okay? Some of you are lost about how this even works fundamentally, and it like blows my mind. I'm going to make this a short lesson because I really want you to replay it and hear what I'm saying. You are meant to be embodying the state of the person who has it already. How are you going to do that? Well, you want to live as if you are the person already who has it, yes. Live your life with self-care and looking after yourself and being the person you would be if you had the thing in real life. But a lot of you could be doing those things and thinking a whole lot of shit. You could be doing self-care and getting a facial and lying there thinking your specific person's fucking someone else. You could do all the fucking self-care in the world, guys. But if you haven't embodied the state of the new you in your mind, what you're doing in the 3D won't make any difference, even if you're doing it just for yourself. How many of you have gone on a big, long, hot girl walk and been ruminating in your mind the entire time about your specific person's third party? A lot of you. And you say, oh, well, I did all the things, self-care. But while you were doing the fucking self-care, you hadn't changed who you are being in here. So yes, darling, you can distract yourself all you fucking like with all the facials in the world. And trust me, it won't make a lick of difference if you don't really understand that you're trying to embody a state here, not change another. And your question is full of, I am trying to change them. And you've not understood this. You are not trying to change them. You are only changing you. And when you change, they reflect you. Not change, they reflect you. Hear me. Hear me. They're not receiving feelings or not transforming themselves. They're reflecting you. How can they reflect you if you're constantly sending thoughts to them? You're a person who's obsessed with them, focusing on them, getting them to change when the only person you need to change is you. So this person has spent the entire time they've been listening to me, obviously focusing on their specific person, sending thoughts to them instead of changing themselves. Oh my fucking God almighty. Please open your ears when I talk. I have never said for you to do anything in here that you're saying. You've misunderstood it ever so slightly, but ever so massively. Living a life in the 3D is the best version of us now. That's literally what you're meant to be doing, but you're meant to be thinking as the best version of you now, not just living it. You could go and fucking get 10,000 facials and still be thinking you're the old version of you, still thinking from the old version of you, still thinking of the old version of them, still thinking they are unchanged, still trying to change them, still thinking the circumstances are bad, whilst you fucking have shit smeared all over your face and you're really relaxed. Guys, please go back to the fundamentals of this. Please go to my awareness trilogy. I'll put it here on YouTube. Watch all the videos and fucking watch them again. If you are like this girl and you think we're sending thoughts to others and that's the exercise here, it's not. It is to be. What does that mean? Work it out. Guys, watch and watch and watch and watch and watch and watch until you get that this is not about changing others. Please hear me when I talk because I'm going to fucking have a goddamn aneurysm one day with my frustration of you guys not understanding that you're only changing you. And you constantly have questions about circumstances and you constantly have questions about others and you constantly have questions about sending thoughts. And it's like, if you'd done my thought transmission courses, you'd understand what I mean by thought transmission. And it's not what you think I mean. It's not sending thoughts to others. You're very confused. And if I have said that, it's fucking clickbait. So those of you who think you're sending thoughts to others will click on it and listen to the real truth of this. Here endeth the rant. Guys, watch this back. For the love of God, come and join us in our squad so you're not as confused as this girl and you can get help like she's getting right now. You can ask your questions in the Q&A forum. You can be there for Happily Ever After. It ends at the end of September. We've still got part 3 and part 4 to go. You'll get all the parts if you join now. And please listen and re-watch my videos if you've not understood what I really mean. And that's why I say you're not getting it yet, because this person isn't getting it yet. That all you have to do is be different. You be different internally. So go and get those facials, darling, but it won't make any difference. Or it will to your skin, but not to your head. Okay? If you're new to me, guys, make sure you go and watch those main lessons. You also go and watch my playlists that say must watch, my must watch manifesting lessons, and these recent lives on my YouTube that are also all from the Subconscious Loz Squad suggestions. So if you want me to do a lesson, come into the squad and suggest under the Loz lesson suggestions, post every week what you want me to take from there to make a lesson here about, and make sure to subscribe. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.